And we have diverse operators. The plus, minus, multiplication, division, and array-based multiplication, array-based division, and this power and array-based power. These are all arithmetic operators. These are for numbers. And then there are logical operators. These are two assignment, right? Two equal indicates the equality check, right? Equality check. So for instance, coming here, A have 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we're going to do a power by 2, then 1 multiply 1, 2 multiply 2, 3 multiply 3, 4 multiply 4. So we have this matrix. And if we do this, then it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the idea, right? And here, A equals B. A equals B. So we need B value, right? For instance, let's see the B values are, let's assume that B values are 1, 2, 5, 6. In this case, we are comparing this equality check compares the B matrix 1, 2, 5, 6 with the 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, A. Then 1, 1 equals, so 1, logically this 1 means the true, and this 0 means the false. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So same, the top rows are all same, so it returns 1, 1, and the bottom rows are not the same, so it returns false, false, right? So what if we use this greater or equal to? Then we are going to get all 1, 1, 1, 1, because then 1 is greater or equal to 1, 2 is greater or equal to 2, 5 is greater or equal to 3, 6 is greater than or equal to 4, right? So these are all 1, 1, 1, 1. Or if we just specify greater operators, these are 1, and it's not 2, it's not 5 is greater than 3, 6 is greater than 4. So we have false, false, and true, true, right? And this is not equal operators. So of course the 1 is 1 and 1 is equal, and 2 and 2 are equal. So unequal case is going to be false, false, and 3 and 5 are unequal, so it's going to be true. 4 and 6 are unequal, so it's going to be true, right? So this happens, right? And then these are all scalar value comparisons, and these are logical value or scalar value and or not, right? So actually, if you just directly apply this to the matrix level, it's not going to work. But if you apply this to the scalar value level, it works just fine. So for instance, 1, 1, 1, 1 greater or equal to is going to be what? Is going to be 1. And 1, 1, 1, 1 is not equal. This is this case, right? Is 0. And if these are and this is if this is true and if this is false, and results will be of course false, right? So that's how it works. And 2, 1 in this case, this is well, which case is this? it's going to be this one, right? So it's true. So and this case is true, and is of course it returns true, right? All right, and then we can go further on the general functions here. First, we can get a random matrix like this, and what we can do is doing log operations, even on the -1. Even if we perform the log operation on the minus values, it's going to produce a complex value, complex number. If not, in this case, because this part is all 0, it's just a real number, right? So log operation works just fine. And we can perform the max operations, right? Which is the max one. So this is the max one, and this is the bigger one, right? So it returns these max values. And then what we can do is find where a certain value is. For instance, here find from A, where can we get this value? So for instance, it specifies the 0.0774, right? And then index is 2, right? It's here, and then if we just put the index here, then we can get the same number. Means that it pounds out this index correctly. Actually, how this A is stored in the memory is this. In the row vector format, minus 0.8637, 0.0774, minus 12141, and the minus 11135, and then this find operations returns 0.0774, right? And then we can calculate the mean, and we can calculate the sum, right? And these are all based upon the columns, right? Columns. We can do the STD and the cumulative sum and product and cumulative product and difference, but I'm going to leave these functions for you to experiment. Just remember that experimenting these functions on your playground, the Matlab console, is not going to break your computer, so just type in. Okay, so when you don't know about a function, you can always type in half, right? Half diff, half CumSum, and half prod, right? And then if you type in like this, then it will tell you some examples right here, and some parameter list of what you should put into the argument parts in between the parentheses and related functions, right? So that you can go further study, right? And there always there is a web version of this help command. You can find the help here, right? So you can just open your Chrome or any browser you want and type this address and type in diff. Then you will get a very similar documents to this one, and then you can have much friendly interface than the just text description. Okay, so this concludes our first small parts of this week online course. So I'm going to hold this for a second and then continue. For you, you can start this second part later or continuously. That's all you want. You can do what you want. And then just one thing to remember: you have to watch this online lecture video before you come into the Wednesday course, right? So that we can start our discussions and our little experiments and our little the programming based upon your the learned skill, right? So I'm going to hold. Okay, good job.